Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to the New York session. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you had a great Monday, Tuesday. And I hope you can hear me. You can hear me properly. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, so I can proceed. Yeah, I think you can hear me because I can hear myself. Good afternoon, morning. It's afternoon where I am, so loud and clear. Good. All right. Okay. Let's start with the dollar as usual. Okay. So, morning session, people. We know what this level is all about, and we know what is going on, right? That if we do get this dollar to get up here and to push down, then our trade will be Aussie for a long, right? So I hope you all did catch this trade. We could have gone for the New Zealand as well, but I didn't see anything interesting on New Zealand to frame a trade on. That's why we elected to go on Aussie, because Aussie did have a clean level in here, and we so far see how price has reacted from that level. So it's pretty much a good trade. I'm not gonna go through all of them today, right? I'm gonna go through the ones that we do have trades on, and then obviously the ones that we are watching, and then from there I will take some questions. I want to do some Q&A today. So the one we do have trades on, actually let's look at that 127 level we called on pound. See how I did mention that we could get the wick to drop down, but the bodies will respect that area. So I think we might get some push up on this one, but I want to see some weakness in Euro pound first. Okay, I want to see some weakness on Euro pound first before I actually go in and start buying the pound. If I don't see weakness, then you can, but it will be just to me bit gambling, right? It's a bit of a gamble, and it could pay off, right, by placing your stop. Let's go on the 4 hour. By placing your stop below this low here, that's where the price went to hit, and I think it's the middle. Okay, you can see it's the middle of this box I've got in here. If I draw a line at the middle, that's where price is reacting from. All right, so it's all good. We could see this thing bounce back up. For now, maybe to this last up candle here as a target with a stop below this. Okay, so if you do fancy yourself, then by all means do so. I like the level we are respecting. For those of you that are not aware, my members know what the level is. It's the measurement between this low and that high projected to the downside. That's the 127 level. So if I do that, okay, so this low to that high projected to the downside at 127, price is respecting that. This is wicks. the bodies are respecting that area. So it could be an area where price is now going to pause and then send it higher. Not continuation to the upside, but at least to retrace back a little bit. Okay. Today's down candle could be a first target, right? And then once we get there, we'll see what price is gonna do. So if you do fancy yourself a trade, I do see some potentials in this to there, right? Obviously, keep your long on this one. Your first target is there, so make sure you do take it once we do get there. All right. New Zealand is going up, but this area is where, that's the reason why I didn't want to give this as a trade. That down candle could act as support in here. Yeah, exactly there. Could act as support. On the daily is a daily last up candle there. That's the wick. So that's why I didn't fancy going long on this one. Plus we didn't hit a level that I did like. Okay, I wanted to see price come inside this area, whereas Aussie did, right? That's why I like this one. We do have a short on this one up in here. So at the moment I'm a bit on not worried, but I'm a bit concerned with this long, simply because if I go on to the futures and I go on to yen, I've got the yen dropping, but it's only dropping to a down candle. Okay, so we could see a reaction from this down candle and send price up again, and that could, in relationship with the dollar dropping, that could send the yen, the dollar yen down. Okay, but if we come on to CAD yen trade, because we do have some news at 1 and 3, I want us to hit our first target, which is this this green line, and then take most of our profit off and push our stop to break even. All right, push our stop to break even, so that when the news comes out, whatever happens, we've banked in some profit and it's a free trade, and then we can have peace of mind to leave this thing on to see what it does, because I still think that the yen could continue dropping. Yeah, especially this one. After coming back up in here, it could just reverse and continue going down. All right, and we do have a trade on this, so I don't want to have a conflicting thoughts. So we bang in some profit at the first target, stop to break even, and then we let price do what it wants to do. The news that is coming out at 3, I think I might be still here, so we're gonna watch it together and see what price will do. All right. This pair is dropping back inside the range, so this could offer us a potential swing trade idea inside this range. Again, the concept of flipping a trade, okay, should be applied in here. This down candle failed to support price to send it higher, so this up candle should support price and send it down. Okay, so the concept of a flip trade is this: price failed to go up, so we're gonna sell it down. Right, so for now, if you do want to, if you did take a loss here, right, and if you did take it, obviously you hit first target, so that's no problem. But if it's come back and stopped you out, flip the trade and target this this area here. All right, so flip the trade and target this area here. Dollar CAD, I did mention in the morning, we do have like a break in price, so we should see price dropping from that down candle. So if you did catch that, well done. If not, then be on the sidelines and then just watch. We still want to see price come down here. The 4-hour is bullish, so we want to see a bigger pullback, and then maybe we get a continuation to the upside. All right. With the dollar dropping, I think we might see a further decline into this range. For now, maybe we'll target the 75 level. Yeah, 75 level, and then we'll look to see if we can get to the 50. So that is those two trades. I like this one. I don't know, for some reason I just see this exploding to the upside. And also dollar CAD, with the news that's coming out, it will be interesting what this one would do with the dollar dropping. It could be interesting to see what this one would do. So many trades going on at the moment, so many movements. Sorry to say. Yeah, this one I'm still waiting on to see if we can get some sort of a rejection before we do any business with it. I was looking to see if we can break this down candle. We didn't. We have formed a new one, so let's see if we're gonna give way. I think we've got enough down candles for them to start breaking them. 1, 2, 3, and then we have the initial move away. So let's watch this down candle and see if we're gonna give way before we start dropping. Aussie New Zealand, we still have our long from down here. I think we've reached target 2. We didn't get to target 3. Yeah, we haven't got to target 3 yet. So if you're long, just to keep it, and let's see what it will do. All right, so do not bother yourself with it, just let it do what it wants to do. I think it's going sideways because obviously the New Zealand and the Aussie are currently rallying. So which one will give way? Which one will give way for Aussie New Zealand to move is yet to be seen. Let's see if, I think they've engineered equal lows in here. Personally, that's what I think. So maybe a move back down here will be possible, whereas this one, there is no engineering. Price just came and hit a beautiful level, and price has rejected going up. So I still fancy this thing going up. If we take out this low, if we do take out this low, then I will be worried a little bit for our longs. Okay, so that's the line in the sand. Watch that level, this low here. If we do take out that low, then we might probably have to close our trade, okay, and then bang in the rest of the profit. Euro, New Zealand, price has come to our entry, so again, let's see what price is going to do. All right, that was the daily down candle. Price has retraced to it. Let's go to the daily. Price has retraced to the daily down candle here, rebalance to the last down candle, the last up candle in here, and then price is rejecting. So let's see how price is gonna react. Euro Aussie, I did mention I'd like that down candle there. Price came, then rejected, and we've seen a continuation. So it's either this or that one. I prefer this one because it's got clean price action, whereas this one, target wise is clean, but I don't like the whole structure on the daily. Right, if you look at the whole structure on the daily, it's a bit messy. This one is clean. We've got a clean move up, clean move down, and we are rejecting for a continuation. So this could be Elliott wave traders. This could be A, B, C, and then maybe a D. Okay, something like that. So this one looks clean, whereas this one is a bit all over the place. Yeah, it's a bit all over the place. That's why I didn't like this. All right, so hopefully you understand why I went with that one. Okay, because of the price action on the chart. Nothing different, it's just price action. You can go for it, that's entirely up to you. I just decided to go with this one. Okay, so this is also a nice trade. You can go for it if you by all means like it. Let's go back to euro and get rid of this drawing. Oh, hang on, something is going on in here. Okay, I think pound has exploded to the upside. Nice. Let's quickly jump onto pound yen. Pound yen also came to between this low, that high, 127. All right, so those of you that are visiting us for the first time, take notice of this. Take notice of my FIB levels and have them as a template. Okay, over time you're gonna see how I use them. So price is rejecting. If you want to understand why I'm looking for price to reject here, I want you to look at dollar here. That's how we caught the dollar low. Between this low and that high, price came to exactly 127 and then rejected and went up. Okay, my initial target was the 50, then 75 or 25, and then we look to see what price will do. Okay, so on this right now, let's go back to pound. On pound right now, where we are rejecting, I would like to see how we trade at the 0. So first target would be at the 0, right? This is on the daily. So first target is at the 0. Then you look to see if price will breach or close above the 0. Once we do close above the 0, look for price to go back to at least 50%. So first target is 0, second target is 75, third target is 50. Okay, that's how I use it. So if this is indeed what it is, then I will look for price to come to 0. And then once we breach 0, meaning if we close above this level, okay, then I'll look for 75 as my next upside objective. And then once we breach 75, I'll be looking for 50 as my next upside objective. By also, I'll be just following the the structure on every time frame. So as soon as I see price breach this, I don't want the structure to break back down. I want the price to keep its structure and continue to take it higher. Okay, so hopefully you got something out of that little demonstration on my Fibonacci usage. So pound yen, that's why I was using this level. So my first target would be, obviously I'm not long on this one, but I'm just pointing to what price is likely to do. Okay, that's what I do all the time. I point to where price or what price is likely to do, and then you shoot. Okay, I'm scouting for you, and then you have to shoot. All right, I shoot my own guns. I scout and I shoot my own guns, and I'm scouting for you guys. So first target would be there, Once we breach that, second target will be here, and then I'll be looking for price to get to that 50% range. Let's jump back up to, I think we got to this one, and we've done Aussie yen. Again, I did mention in the morning, as soon as we breach this, okay, you can buy it right there. So you should be in this. I think there was only one person in the 1 or 2, 3. I can't remember how many people were in the morning session, but that's a beautiful long on here after we breached that high, right? So first target is as usual there, just like the New Zealand Aussie dollar. Okay, first target is here, and then you look to see if you're gonna breach this high. Okay, New Zealand yen, same thing. What a short and a long. It's like playing both sides of the market. Caught a short from up here to there, and then you're looking for a long from that level back up again. Yeah, Aussie yen and New Zealand yen, both same trade, right? I did mention if you do breach this level here, same thing, but it's a choice. You use this pair to decide which one you want to take. Obviously, I think they've kept this sideways, so the fact that they've kept this sideways means that both of them are going to do exactly the same thing, and that's what you see. So when this is not trending, okay, when this is not trending, the Aussie and the New Zealand will do the same thing. They will be both going up. Yeah, they will be both going up. But as soon as we see this going sideways, as soon as we see this going one way, let's say for example here on the 1st of September, because this is dropping on the 1st of September, because this is dropping, there's a high probability that almost all the New Zealand pairs will be stronger than the Aussie pairs. Okay, and to show you what I mean by that, okay, let's go on to Aussie yen and New Zealand yen, and then see the 1st to the 3rd. The 1st to the 3rd. Yeah, so first is here to the 3rd is there. Okay, see how this traded down, and then if you go to New Zealand yen from the 1st to the 3rd, right, 1st to the 3rd, how this traded up. Okay, so New Zealand was stronger than the Aussie, therefore this thing will not drop, it will go up, and at the same time this will drop because the Aussie is weaker. But right now, because both of them are is doing sideways, it means that both are allowed to do the same thing. That's why we see this rallying and that one rallying. So at some point it's gonna disconnect again. And then we might see this thing go up, and if this is going up, we will see just the Aussie pairs being strong. So we're gonna see this one carry the strength continuation to the upside, and then this one might pause. It will not continue going up. Okay, so that's what I use this one for, right? So right now I think they're gonna keep this thing where we are. Not much is gonna happen today, but watch this low. If we break this low, then your eyes will be on New Zealand pairs and buying New Zealand pairs against weaker currencies. Okay, Euro yen, we breached that high. I didn't fancy any trade on this anyway, but we did breach that high, and we've seen price rallying. there's nothing to say about this. I didn't see anything interesting on this pair to give a trade idea. So we are on the sidelines on this one. I've already talked about this, how I'm looking for price to come here, here, and then possibly there. Cardian, we managed to catch ourselves along this morning right here. Alright, so we are long. Our first target is there, and then second target there. But I think before 3 o'clock, depends on where price would be anyway. Before 3 o'clock, if we are not here, we're gonna take most of our profit off, stop to break even, and then watch what price you do. Okay, so remember that at maybe 5 minutes to 3, make sure we take something off here and then stop to break even, and then we'll see what price is gonna do. Okay, pound Aussie. I did mention this morning about this down candle as a potential area that I like. Okay, and that's where price is bouncing off from. I like the fact that we've dropped down this way, but this is extreme. Okay, this is similar to this. Okay, price dropping without no proper pullback. Is just continuation to drop, and then once we reverse, price went up. So it's going to be hard to catch a trade because we want to see at least a break in structure, or we want to see a down candle being traded above, like on Euro, New Zealand in here. So as we saw all this dropping, as soon as we get down candle being traded above, that's all we need. So on pound Aussie, maybe we need to be patient a bit. Again, like I said, you can go long here, but that's like catching a falling knife. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to know how to control the knife. All right, so you can catch along where price is now, but let's say let's put the line in here. That's catching a falling knife. There's nothing wrong with it, like I said. Okay, you can catch it, and then this could lead price to continue going up, and you will be the best trader in the world. But it's not about that. So I want to see at least like a daily trade above a down candle, or even a 4-hour down candle being traded above. That would give me a bit of confidence to go in and start looking for longs. So maybe once you trade above this down candle, then I might be confident that the buyers are stepping in, okay, because they are pushing price against the sellers. So if we do trade above the down candle, then I might be a bit confident that price might be turning around. Okay, if not, then obviously it's just sit on your hands, right? For the sellers, you can I don't think you want to be selling where we are. I don't see price dropping. Okay, I don't see price dropping further. And if you want proof, I'll give you proof. We have a low here and we have a lower low, and price has traded to where again? The rejection, right? You want proof? Let's show you proof. In here we have a low, we have a lower low. On the weekly, price trades to where? The rejection, and then price push up. So that's your proof right there. Same thing in here. We have a low, we have a lower low, price comes to the rejection, we'll be looking for push to the upside. Okay, so like I did say, there's nothing wrong buying there, but I want to see us trade above the down candle first on the 4-hour. How I caught the this move, obviously not to where we are now, I caught it up to there. That was a trade above this down candle before I got in. Yeah, we traded above this down candle before I got in on the lower time frame, right here. Yeah, That's where I got in. So at least it gave me a bit of confidence that price is rejecting from that level. Okay, it's all about that level. So in here, where is it again? Right. So in here, it's all about that level there. It's not to do with price. It's got to do with where price is trading now, that level. Right. So if you do manage to trade above this down candle, you can consider yourself a long, and then place your stop below here, because we don't want price to come back down here again. All right. But again, like I said, you can buy it where we are, because nothing wrong with it, with your stop below here. Okay, so this is our box, and that's our middle. Price is rejecting off the middle. Do I want to go long here? No, I want to see some form of a proper rejection. So again, on this one, it looks a bit better than pound Aussie. So I would like to see price trade above this down candle, last up candle, and then I'll be confident for a continuation on the upside. Again, between, if you look at Euro New Zealand and Euro Aussie, I liked Euro New Zealand. If you look at pound Aussie and pound New Zealand, I like pound New Zealand. Why? Because of we have a proper structure on this pair on the weekly. We pushed up, right, and then we come back for retracement. So if you do see some form of a rejection in the form of trading above this down candle, this last up candle, then I'll be interested in a long. Okay, I'll start being interested once we trade above this down candle in here. I'll start being interested. Let me mark that one out. I think we might get something. Pound, this thing is looking like it wants to break it. Okay, so once we break that, I think I might be interested on going long on one of these. Right, so let's be patient and let price let price tip its hand, and then we can go in. Unfortunately, we've taken a loss on this one. It's not unfortunate. It's gone at some point. You will take a loss. We've taken a loss on this one. Again, this is one of them things that will happen as a trader, and you have to accept it. It's a loss. You move on. Okay. I still fancy. We've come back out to this last weird up candle. Yeah, it's not the ideal up candle that I would like to sell at, but we've come back to that same last up candle here. We do have the news in about 26 minutes, so anything can happen and they could reject and send price back down. But obviously we've taken a loss, so it's not going to be something that we will want to participate. We will just watch and see what price will do. Right, this has been dragging itself to the downside, and I still see price coming down here. I don't know, for some reason I still see price coming down here, and that's why I've got these two levels. I still see price coming down here, so I'll leave them on there for my own trading journal, where if it does happen, then I'll study what led to price to come back down. Maybe it's a retracement, to this level, and then a push back down. Let's drop to the hourly and see. Okay, so that's last week's. Yeah, it could be a retracement into this area, and we're gonna see price drop. That's a potential. Yeah, it's a potential. They could do that. Yeah, looking at it now, they could do that. Okay, So if it does happen, then that's your confirmation of what I thought in the portal. Okay, previous week, measure the high and low, and then look for this area to support price and send it back down to take out this low. Okay, so this could be high of the week forming up there, and then it will send price back down. We don't know, but that's a potential. Aussie CAD, I did mention several times, this is the one I want to buy, this is the one I want to buy, and price has left me. Price has left without me. It didn't give me what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a clear, yeah, we did. I think maybe I didn't look at it properly. This is when it closed above it, so this retracement was my trade, but obviously I've missed it, so it's gone. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for on like the pound Aussie or pound yen. Okay, for us to close above a swing high, a retracement, and then a continuation to the upside. Price is dropping, but this is just a retracement. Okay, and then we could get a reversal, breaking structure, retracement, and then we look for continuation. So this thing looks like it wants to come up here. We have a high, a lower high, so this could clean it easily. If it does retrace, which I'm expecting some form of a news on the dollar CAD and on the CAD. If it does retrace, then because the 4 is bullish, we could potentially get another long in here somewhere. I don't see anything interesting, so I'll just use the fib. I don't know where the high is going to form. Maybe up in here. So let's use this as an example. So let's say price pauses here, and then we see a retracement inside that 618 level. Probably a long for a continuation to the upside could do. All right, so upside objective, that's what you want. I like this. I like that. Yep, I like that area. Bitcoin, I'm still short. It's taking forever. Sometimes when I look at this pair, it just doesn't move at all, and then other times you see it moving like crazy to the downside or crazy to the upside. When I jumped into the trade, price was up here, and that was, I think, yesterday, and then we dropped down. We almost got to my first TP, which is this low. On my platform, it did go below the low, but for some reason it didn't take my TP. For, I think, the spread, because of the spread, price didn't take my TP, and then price just rejected and come back up again. So I'm still looking for downside objective on Bitcoin. On gold, we have reached this high. I think gold is coming up in here. We are coming back up in here, where we had this sharp move to the downside. We might see price go and rebalance that. Yeah, we might see price go up there. For now, that's where I see price run into. So if you do trade gold, that's your upside objective. If we do see a retracement down to this down candle, that could set price to push higher. Yeah, So if price does retrace into this down candle, that could send price up. So something like this. Okay, that will probably be reasonable on the upside. And that should be it. We've finished. I managed to go through them quickly. Let's see. This thing has been really strong for some reason. I think the Brexit is coming back as an issue again. So that's why we're seeing price do what it's doing at the moment. Brexit is coming back, so people are still considering pound to be something risky. So any question, observation, comment, anything anyone wants to ask, I am open for questions. And let's just have fun. Let's have fun. Let's not be tight and be that serious. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask a simple question. Does anyone play CoinMaster? I know it has nothing to do with trading, but does anyone play CoinMaster? What's my prediction for ECB tomorrow? Oh, funny enough, yesterday I was on YouTube looking at some videos, and all of a sudden I saw, I don't know how that came about, but a video about some guy with some cards and predicting stuff came on, and I was thinking, wow, where did that come from? Let's check Forex Factory. So this is what we are going to watch together. So we're going to stay till 3 and then see what's going to happen. But tomorrow, I don't think they're going to change. They've not changed for how many years now? It's not going to change. Yeah, the last time they changed was back in 2016. Right? It's remained the same. I don't think anything is going to change, to be honest. Alright, nothing is going to change on here. Unless coronavirus becomes an issue and they want to kind of go into the negative territory. But I don't see that. I don't see Euro going. It's not happening. So they might just use the news as a screen smoke to do something dodgy. And what I suspect is they have taken that low. That was our target. If they've taken this low, then I think that might be it for now. We might move back in this range because that was my initial target. A sell up here to that low, even though we stayed away, but that's where I wanted to see price come to for this push. Yeah, because it will set everyone trying to chase the sell, and then price will go against them. I think they will send Euro up into this range again, at least 50% of this range. Right, they will send it back up in here, and then maybe the 75 up there, depending on what the dollar would do. But if dollar is to continue to drop, this is our first target anyway. So with that, Euro should at least get up there. that's asking a lot because there's so many things going on in here. There's a lot of trading, so we could probably not get that. And then euro will do the climbing. Yeah, they might keep this one down, and pound will do the climbing. Okay, because this thing has been kept sideways for a reason, to send this pair up. Okay, so if they start dropping, then two things is going to happen. This is going to stay sideways, and this is going to rally as it's doing, or this is going to drop, and this is going to stay sideways. So I like where we are trading, which is the 127, and I fancy a long on this. Any other question? I did ask a question. Does anyone play Coin Master? I didn't get no answer for that. Let's look at some indices. Yeah, it's an up game on. I think you can get it on. Yeah, it's an up game. You see down. I play it on my iPhone. Really interesting. I've got to a really high level. I think I'm on village number 109. Do I aim for a specific number of hours per week? That's a good question. So I aim for, a percentage a week. I don't aim for big. I aim for a percentage a week. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but I aim for a percentage a week. Yeah, don't look for pips is irrelevant. It's the percentage return. You can do whichever kind of benefits you. So you can go for pips a week. You can go for dollar amount a week. Well, so far this week, let me show you the trades that we've taken. We've had a long from down here. Okay, no worries. We had a long from down here. Actually, let me go on here and show you. We've had a long from down here, here to there. So we are currently, let me do it this way so you can see it. On the hourly, we are long from here, and we are sitting in, where was the second target? Yeah, so we are sitting in there. Boom. And the 4R right there. So that's where we are currently sitting at. Okay, so that's a 1.7. Okay, our third target is way up here. So if we do get everything, then obviously we'll be looking at 3 to 1, and that's our first trade for this week. The second trade, it's a swing trade, with entry from here. Yeah, with entry from here. We are currently sitting, I think, in 1-to-1 on this one, maybe more than 1-to-1 for those who take it, right? It's not, I don't take it for them, for those who take it. So that was the trade idea for the swing trade, right? So that's more than 1-to-1 right there, right? So we are sitting in that trade as well, and this is just an intraday, intra-week trade. This is our swing trade. So we are sitting in that trade, and this morning we are sitting in this one. So yeah, I think pretty much 10 hours is this possible a week if you do follow what I say. Yeah, because I go through a lot of pairs, and I think most of the members here will tell you I do go through a lot, and it's up to you what you take. Okay, I will not tell you take this or take that. I will give you everything that I see, and then it's entirely up to you to take it. Yeah, because I do see a lot, and obviously I did show you if we take a loss, I will tell you this was a loss today. I did. Look at that. 1 to the 618 level rejecting price. It'll be interesting if they send this down. I'll not I'll be happy, because price is doing exactly what I said it should do. Well, he's a great guy. That's what I can say. If you see what I'm doing, then you must know he's a great guy. You just have to be, we've called something teachability index. Look for that online. Go to Google and search for teachability index. How teachable are you? You have to be teachable for you to be able to learn from him. No, they are not the same. I do have my pet pairs, and I like to kind of take trades separately sometimes. Not all of them. Because I cannot take every single, that is too much. Every single thing I see on the chart, if I'm going to take it, hang on, let's have a look at the pound, because the pound I think is exploding, and this one is breaking the down candle, so we could see this thing drop. Right, I do have that trade idea there anyway, but I wanted to see. Learn. I think the best thing to do is join the VIP, okay, and then learn. Yeah, join the VIP and then learn. That is the best option. I think there's a guy in there, Marco. He will tell you. He's learned a lot recently, and is so empowering to be able to see your own traits. Yeah, don't give that power. I'm not saying it's not good, but don't give that power to it. Only makes you it doesn't matter because most of my trades are on the high time frame anyway. Most of them are 4-hour time frame trades, so you could take your time. Like for example, the Euro New Zealand trade idea we had, and the long we had in here, it took forever to move. So like this is from 2 o'clock to 7, so it still sat there, and you could have got an entry. So it doesn't matter. Don't give yourself excuses. I listened to this guy. I forgot his name, and he talks about this disease called excudiasis. Right? He giving excuses to kind of you're giving yourself, or you're giving your own mindset an excuse not to do something. Yeah, you're giving yourself the excuse not to do something. So don't give yourself that excuse. If you really want to do it, you will find time. Yeah. And he uses this analogy. Like imagine you're being strangled. Okay, take Forex as you're being strangled and you want to do anything to survive. Okay, that's how you have to take it. Yeah, someone is strangling you right now, trying to kill you, and you want to do anything to survive. That is the mindset you need to have. So whatever excuse you have, it doesn't make it up for you not having time, because everyone has 24 hours. And I believe and I know you don't work 24 hours because you'll be dead by now. Okay, it's almost 3. CoinMaster is an app that I play all the time. I spend most of my time playing CoinMaster, and the reason why I brought it up is because I got some coins today. I got some spins. Spins are very hard to earn. Before I continue with my story, let's make sure we've taken some profit off the CAD yen. So I'm gonna make that announcement quickly. Okay, so we've got 1 minute. Let's make sure I've done the same thing. Nice. Okay, so stop at break even, partial taking is a risk-free trade, right? And then we see what happens. Okay, so I think the news came out. It looks like it's positive. The news came out positive, so this is so Let's go back and watch New Zealand CAD and then see magic. Voila. This is so empowering. When I see this, I get excited. See how they're able to manipulate price? CAD yen is going up. Dollar yen is dropping. How is that possible? Yeah, it's just all price manipulation. Okay, so any other question? I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying yourself too. We are almost breaking this low, so let's be patient and let this break. And once we break, once it's broken, then we can start looking for. We can start have confidence in this pushing up, and then the yen also pushing up. Any other question? Any other question? What did I do? I didn't do anything. That's good. That is very good. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to stay one trade a week, but it's not happening. I just see too many things on chat. If I was not doing this, then probably I'll be looking on a few pairs and sticking to them, but it's just hard to see a high probability trade and then not be part of it. It just doesn't make sense. So if I stop doing what I'm doing, then you see me trade at least maybe 3-4 pairs. Brilliant. Okay, so let's be patient on this one and let this 4-hour candle close bearish. I think it's just started. We've got almost 4 hours more. Once we close bearish, okay, you can sell short this last up candle and place your stop above it like that. Okay, so if we close bearish on this last up candle here, you can sell short this last up candle there, and it lines up perfectly with that daily the down candles in here. Okay, so watch it and let it close bearish first. Keyword bearish. Let it be bearish on the 4-hour before you do anything. Okay, and then you see these down candles that I've marked out here. Anytime we break them, you can use them as an area to sell. So if we break here, you can sell this and price will come here, find support and probably bounce back up again. And then if we break this, sell this, find support, bounce back up again, and then that's what you do. on the first one, price might do this, and then instead of selling off here, it might come back up into this area. So in here, it's a bit I don't say risky, but there's a chance that you might get stopped out. It depends on what price is doing at that time. So you need to be aware, as I'm telling you now. If we drop, okay, price is gonna bounce here, come back, and then break this. Once we break this, you can sell this down candle and look for a continuation to the downside. However, depending on how this will come down, they might not respect this for the first time and go up, back up here before dropping to take out this down candle. Okay, so it's patient game, and that comes back to Andy Sky. Okay, this is a 4-hour time frame, so you got lots of time or lots of patience for this to form before you can actually do anything on it. Okay, so there's no excuse. I have not tried it, so I've just seen your message. I've not tried it. Maybe I'll check it out. I'll check that one out. Let's see what the numbers were. It doesn't make any difference anyway. It's just a smooth screen for traders to do something stupid. Sorry for my language. Let's go back to the daily and see if that was a 2.7 level from this low. Indeed, it was 2.7, and price found support there. So our first target is definitely almost gonna hit, and then we look for second target and then continuation. Yeah, the New Zealand card has now I'll say keyword is pissed me off. It has pissed me off for stopping me out and trying to push back down again. You should stay where you are. Any other question? Do you think EFA going to break? Let's have a look. EFA, with the dollar dropping, I think by now it should be rallying. Well, look at that. Yeah, it should be rallying as it should be. Now go back and watch that lesson again, and then understand and appreciate what you're seeing in here. Okay, if you go back and watch, I can't remember the day. I think it was last week. Yeah, go back and watch it again, and then appreciate what you're seeing, because I did outline exactly what you're seeing in here. For price to come back down, find support, come back up here, and then likely to run this low and then reject and then go up without breaking this low. Yeah, so go and find that lesson and then watch it again. Let's have a look at the German 30. And that one too is resuming up. Price is some interesting. something very interesting. My stop loss are big. It's for your own protection. You can reduce them. You can reduce them. It's entirely up to you. It's for your own protection. Yeah, I look at where when price gets there, the trade is invalid. That's how I use my stop loss. Okay. I will not put it anywhere that will be still a valid trade when price gets back and it stops you out. So here I have a 27 pip stop loss because inside in here, okay, when price, we took the trade when this candle was bullish. Okay, the idea was wait for price to close and then we take an entry here. Minimum could be, my minimum is 2 to 1. Your question is not clear. You don't say, oh, no, I don't day trade. No, I don't day trade. And that's also another part where another reason why stop losses are big, because I don't babysit the trades. Yeah, so this trade, you get in, you leave it, and then let it do what it wants to do. It's not good babysitting trades. Again, it depends on your lifestyle. If you've got free time, lots of free time. I did a lesson yesterday. I think everyone should join the VIP because I do give a lot of teachings there. Yesterday's lesson was about something similar that you've just mentioned. How you can let your trading fit around your lifestyle. So if you have lots of time on your hands and you can be in front of the screen, then what is the point trading the 4-hour time frame as your entry? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So ideally you want to be dropping down to maybe 15 minutes or 5 minutes, right? And then you be taking your trades on there. So whatever pattern you're trading or wherever you're trading, you'll be looking to take similar things on the lower time frame. The only downside of that is some people might not like quick action, meaning the lower time frame might be too quick for them. And I'm a typical example. I'm a very patient person, so when I drop down to the lower time frame, price is too quick for me, so I kind of get lost. But when I am on the higher time frame, it suits me. It suits the way I am, and it suits the way I kind of view price. So lower time frame, I find it hard. Not difficult, but you need to. That's one of the benefit of what I studied. You need to adapt. Yeah. Yes, something like that. Emotional. Like when I get in, price move quickly, and I'm thinking, whoa, wait. And then sometimes I'll be, it's like I want to pause price and do something. So I've got a little boy, right? So when I drop down to the lower time frame and I'm trading, and I have to pay attention to him, it's like I want to press a button to pause price, right? I want to press a button to pause price and then go and do what I am doing. Talking about the king just entered. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, right, I've got a little boy and I look at 15 minutes, 5 minutes shot, and then when I'm taking a trade and I have to pay attention to him, I'm like, okay, can price just pause so I go and do what I need to do? The king has risen. Yeah, he's risen. So you have to trade. Don't. One of the things that I think there's a lot of misconception in the market. All right, there's a lot of misconception, and one of them is like stop loss and risk to reward. What is the point of having a tight stop loss like this? Okay, I could give you this, right, and then you get 5-1, but you're gonna get hammered about 4-5 times. Okay, you're gonna get hammered about 4-5 times before you get one correct, and that one will make up for all that ones that you've lost, right? But that's not it. There's a psychological side of it that they are not paying attention to, and if you are not if you don't have a strong psychology, let's say you risk 1% of your account. Hypothetically, you have, let's say you have a 5 grand account, okay, and then you risk 1%. That's 5 grand. What's 1% of 5 grand? Was it 50? Yeah, I think it's 50. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. But let's say you risk 1% and then you take 10 losses or 5 losses on a row. Okay. Those 5 losses, if you're not careful, it can emotionally cause you to do crazy things that you might not even be aware of that you are doing it until you've done the damage, and then you realize that this is what you've done. Okay, so that's why I elect to go with this, because I know if price gets back here, the trade is not good anymore. Right, the trade is not good anymore. Rather than putting it here and then I'll get stopped out and then I'll take another entry and then I'll put my stop here and then it'll take me out, and then because I've done it. Yeah, I've done it. That's why I'm saying it. If I put my stop loss here, I have peace of mind. I can walk away and let price do what it needs to do. Okay. Those people that do this, I challenge you. Tell them to show you a live account that they trade like this. That's what you think. Yeah, that's what you think. It's not. Change your mindset. It's not, because if you think that this is poor risk to reward with a trade like this, okay, right, I think you are mistaken. You are talking about people trading on their 5 minutes 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, it's like a casino. Yeah, we give peace of mind trade. Okay, it's a peace of mind trade that you're gonna have. It's not something that you're gonna get a trade and then you'll be worried about it. I don't know your number of years in the market, but if you've been in the market for a long time, you will understand this. If you've not been in the market for long, you wouldn't. And that's my personal opinion, right? If you've been long in the market, you will understand that slow steady gain is better than quick. Okay, slow steady gain is better than quick money making. Because okay, then that's a choice, isn't it? I'm not here to argue over other people's trading style. I'm just here to show you what price is doing and what price is going to do. If you want to take it, that's entirely up to you, and that's what I'm doing. Okay, so at the end of the day, there's no wrong or right, right? There's no wrong or right in trading. What is right in your eyes is wrong in someone's eye. Yeah, we can all not trade the same. If not, then we don't have a fair market. So if you think that is the best way to trade, go ahead. Okay, other people will prefer to trade this way. It's all a preference. I said let them show you a live account. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, let them show you a live account doing it. That's all. Everyone can trade like that on a demo account when there's no emotions attached to it. Let them show you a live account doing that. That's as simple as that. I back my my mentor in saying that all the time. Yeah, if they can do it profitably, cool. Then that's your belief. Stay with it. Okay, Mr. Zach, stay with it all day long, because that's your belief. Yeah, you trade in your belief. Stay with it. We won't continue on this argument or back and forth. Okay, if you think stay with it. All right. Yeah, let's move on. I understand Wyckoff. But I don't trade Wyckoff. Cat CHF. It's not true. Let him have his opinion. Everyone has got his opinion. Yeah, everyone has got their own opinion, and I respect people's opinion. Simply because what maybe he's got he's got a bit of doubt. Okay, there's a bit of doubt in there. I can sense that he's trying to decide which one. There's a bit of doubt. Trust me, you're not trading like that. From the way you're talking, you might not be trading like that, but that is. It all depends. It depends on where price is. It depends on what price is doing. You look. Let's go into Cardian. This will be an example. Okay, like I said, I could give you the trade like this, right? Yep, search that one, teachability index. You will find out it's right there. I can give a trade like this, no problem. Yeah, you can give a trade like this, no problem. Okay, you can give a trade like this and have 12 to 1, or even to our first target, that's 4 to 1. It doesn't make any difference. You making 4 to 1, I'm making almost 2 to 1. What difference does it make? You make money, I make money. Okay, I'm a turtle, I take time to run. You are a horse, you run faster than me. We all gonna get there, it just take time. Okay, cat CHF, say, okay, wait for price to break above this high and then you can go in. All right, wait for price to break above this high and then you can go in. The previous week's low is here. Previous week's low is there. Yeah, previous week's low is, yeah, right here. So we are still sitting in that range where price does reverse. Yeah, so it's still good. Just wait for price to break above this high and have peace of mind to take the trade. All right, so wait for price to break here and then you can take the trade comfortably without no pressure. BTC is sideways at the moment, but like I did say, I'm still short. I'm looking for target down here. Obviously, if we break above, it's still sideways at the moment. We need to break above this high for us to be bullish. So we could stay sideways for a little bit, but my eyes is on the higher time frame. My eyes is down here. Yeah, this down candle as my next downside objective, and then on the weekly, based on the weekly time frame, here. Yeah, that topic is huge. I studied about it recently. Teachability index. Lots of people have got that issue. The guy I learned from, he was saying to read a book, right? But when you read the book, don't read it just once. Like, read it more than once. But then there will be some people that they think they've read the book. So he asked one person, "Oh, have you read Think and Grow Rich?" And the guy said, "Yep." "When was the last time you read it?" "Oh, yeah, I read it." "Okay, when did you read it?" And he went, "Oh, 25 years ago." And that was funny. And he said, "Is that it? You read it once?" He said, "Yep." "And you think you know everything in the book?" He said, "Yep." And went straight away, you are not teachable, because you have you've just proved to yourself that you're not teachable. Because for you to say you've read a book once and you understand everything in the book, it means that you're not ready to learn. You know it. Yeah, that's him. Okay, I think we've done almost an hour and a half, so I think I'm about to disappear, unless anyone has anything to say, anything for me to look at. pay attention to this one. We look like we are forming a swing low, so we could see it trade back up to this. It's also the mean, almost the mean threshold of this last up candle, so pay attention to this. Euro New Zealand, we could be seeing price push higher. I did see something on this one. It was that weekly down candle. I was looking to, I've taken it off, but I did go through it, I think the other day, I can't remember when, and I saw that we could see a potential long in here. Again, the lesson I gave you guys on the weekly lines and the monthly lines, go through it again. Yeah, go through it again and again and again, and then back test it again and again and again and again, and then you will see how it repeats itself all the time. Yeah, it repeats itself all the time, especially the weekly. I did back test it on a daily, and it was looking interesting, but I didn't like what the outcome was on the daily. What I mean by that is, like, every day, let's say price drops today, the next day I'll measure the high to the low, and then I'll look for price to come to 618, and then I'll look for a sell, and then the next day I'll be doing the same thing if price continues to drop. Yeah, but I didn't like the outcome. But if you do it on the weekly, you will be surprised what you will get. Yeah, that's what caught this whole move to the downside, right? Previous week's high, previous week's low, price retrace 618, and that sent price all the way back down here. Yeah, so that's the potential that you can catch. So this is also one on the monthly, right? So monthly is bullish, sorry, weekly is bullish. So we open and then we retraced. Right, so I was looking at this level to see if price will find support, and we did. I think I came on it too late. We could have got an entry right from here, just like the other ones, and then another entry right here where we are now, and then we'll be looking for price to come here. Yeah, that's our first target, and that's your second target there, to rebalance all this move to the downside. Yeah, so that's another entry, just like I was showing on potential euro pound, what you could do. So we break this, we go up to the next one, and then it comes back down. Okay, but what I was outlining is this one, that the first one might break and then go for a retracement and then reject and continue going up, and break the second one into the third one, comes back for retracement and then continue going up. That will be our next subject, yeah, to learn for the VIP members. I think I like this equal high as a target. Okay, cool. I think the king is too happy. I need to go and find out what he's up to. thank you very much for coming. I think I enjoyed my session today. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Next week, Monday, we're gonna have another session. So if you're not part of the VIP members, then by all means find the Discord group link and then just join us in there, and then we can have fun in the VIP. If not, then I'll see you on Monday, same time at 2 o'clock. Sorry. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch VIP members tomorrow in the at 9 o'clock. All right. Thank you for coming. Bye.